Yeah, no, yeah. I also have my hair somewhere. Okay, 17 is a thickie. I need coffee. Nope. Drac. Harrow. Hi, hello, and good evening. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi, I'm Helena, and today is November. It's like November 2nd, so we're not going to talk about it, but it's November, so we are going to pick our reads for November. We do have 2 already on the list per usual as of lately. So last month I had obviously my favorite book club pick, which always we have that, and then 2 we had the Spell Shop on our list for my mom, my aunt, and I's buddy read. And guess what, I was the only one that read it. They got like 3 chapters in and said this is boring, and I said yeah, I read it, there's not much that happens, to be honest. So they didn't read it, so we needed a redemption for the shit show of last buddy read. So first book is Taurus Season by Bryn Weaver. This is the first pick of November. I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition with the really cool map and obviously the edges, of course. So, and I love me the colored map, I'm not gonna lie. So, this one is her new series, so I'm not quite sure. I read the synopsis, but I forgot about it, so let's read it together. Also, I got this hat and this sweatshirt at the Finders Keepers near me just literally yesterday, and I'm here for it. I didn't think that I was gonna look good in this hat, but I'm absolutely loving it, especially with my short hair now. Yeah, anyway. So let's read the synopsis. Okay. Cape Carnage is a seaside town of colorful houses, quirky shops, and an unusually high body count. With tourists comes trouble, and Harper Starling won't let anyone ruin her picture-perfect home. A skilled gardener with killer instincts, Harper protects her sanctuary and her aging mentor with a fading memory at any cost. Troublesome tourists don't check out of Carnage. They compost beneath Harper's award-winning flower beds. But Nolan Rhodes isn't your average tourist. Devilishly handsome, disarmingly charming, and skilled with a blade, Nolan is relentless in the pursuit of revenge. On every anniversary of the hit-and-run accident that fractured his life, Nolan slays another target. He saved the best for last, the undeniable, beautiful Harper Starling. The problem? Harper isn't the monster he expected, and she won't go down without a fight. When an amateur true crime investigator comes to Cape Carnage on the trail of a long-lost serial killer, Harper and Nolan strike an uneasy truce. If Nolan helps Harper protect her town, she'll keep quiet about his hunting habits, for now. But their alliance soon spirals into obsession, one that threatens to shatter every secret in Carnage, including their fragile love. Ooh! Yeah, that sounds really good. I think I'm literally going to start this like now, even though I'm in the middle of Alchemize. I think I need a little breaky poo from that. Also because, not to spoil anything, but there's a trope in there that I don't like. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start this like today because I have nothing else to do but read for the rest of the day. So that is book 1 on our TBR for November already. And then my favorite book club pick, they chose On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin. I'm so excited for this. I'm needing a little fourth wingy action in my life because I have been dying to reread Fourth Wing, and I never reread books, but I'm like, no, Helena, save rereading Fourth Wing for when we get an announcement for book 4, okay? So this will have to do in its place. But I've heard that this is really good. I've heard that it is similar-ish to Fourth Wing, not saying that it is Fourth Wing, but I have the really cool edition with the sprayed edges and everything, and then the end papers are really cute. They're giving. Okay, and again, I don't know what this one's about. All I know is that there's dragons. So let's read the synopsis, and then we will get to picking our blind ones. We only have 10 left, so that means we have 5 for this month and 5 for December, and by the end of the year we will be done with those, and we will move on to something else for 2026, which is wild to say. The synopsis for On Wings of Blood is: welcome to Bloodwing Academy. Expect magic, expect competition, expect blood. I didn't sign up for this. A half fae in a school of high blood vampires. That's a recipe for suffering. I'm Medra? Pendragon? Okay, listen. We just gonna move on. Last of the dragon riders, or so they tell me. Funny thing is, there are no dragons left, not a single one, but somehow that hasn't stopped the vampires from deciding I'm worth capturing. Now I'm stuck at Bloodwing Academy, where the high blood run everything, and the Blightborn, like me, were just blood in their veins, pawns in their games. But that's not even the worst part. Enter Blake, cold, arrogant, and way too gorgeous for his own good. He's been tormenting since the moment we met, and now, thanks to some ancient ritual, we're betrothed. Okay, was not expecting that. He acts like he owns me, but I'm not going down without a fight. Bloodwing isn't just a school, it's a battlefield. High bloods fight for power, and if you're weak, you're dead. Between deadly competition, lies that could get me executed, and a dragon-shaped secret looming over my head, all I have to do is survive. Easy, right? Except I'm starting to think the real danger isn't the academy, it's what I'm becoming in this twisted game of power. In Blake, he might just be the one who pushes me over the edge. They think they can control me, they think they can use me, but they have no idea what they've awakened. That actually sounds so good. Okay, yeah, no. I might have to look up and see if anyone has said their names on like YouTube videos or something and see how to pronounce their names. Besides, obviously, Blake is easy, but Midra? I don't know. Those are the 2 books that are already on the TBR, so we can go ahead and now pick our 5 for the blindly choosing. And yeah, I do have the spinner wheel up to date and everything. It only has the 10 on it that we have left, so let's do the first spin. $17, okay. Oh, this is a biggie. So that's a little scary considering I'm already in the middle of Alchemize. We'll see what this. No! I don't know if I'm ready for this one. Get off. Never Keep by the Twisted Sisters. So I in fact haven't even finished Zodiac Academy because Zodiac Academy has in fact ruined me and has broken my heart time and time again. So I still have 8 and 9 of Zodiac Academy to read, but I do in fact have Never Keep and Echo Fort, which is the second one of this series. And I also have Hollow, which comes out this month on pre-order. So I'm fine. I might just die. I might not be well. Okay, let's read the synopsis. I know it's in the same like universe, I'm pretty sure, as Zodiac Academy. I'm pretty sure all of their books are in the same like universe, just not same places kind of thing. Anyway, let's read the synopsis. The dragons are lost, the elements are at war, enlisting isn't optional, and I'm falling for a man who wants me dead. I'm a wielder of hearts and summoner of corruption, heir to nothing and born to a fool in the wrong damn month. But I'm also one of the only 2 fae in this divided land of Hellions who might be starting to see through the lies we've swallowed for so long. In the year we turn 21, conscripts from across the warring nations of air, fire, earth, and water are sent to Neverkeep, the only place in our besieged continent where our magic can be awakened. But something is wrong inside Neverkeep, something which might extend far beyond the reaches of this desolate fortress. Within the Gothic walls of this frigid castle in the snow, we're left to hold our own against the brutal fae from from the opposing lands. The reapers are merciless, the royals are lying, the werewolves run rampant, and vampires roam the wastelands in bloodthirsty covens. But even though death lurks in every shadow of the keep, it's the least of my worries. I'm delving into secrets the stars don't want me uncovering, making alliances with fae born to be my enemy, falling for a sinner while promising my heart to a different heathen, and somewhere amid it all I'm supposed to win a war. I thought the only thing I had to do was survive my magical instruction. Turns out fate doesn't favor the wicked. I love the Twisted Sisters. I do. It's just they break my heart every time I read one of their books. But it does make me feel things. So, that's book 1. So, let's pick book 2. Oh my goodness, my shit is going crazy. Anyway, just ignore it if a text comes through, okay? Because someone is blowing up the group chat right now. Hello? 3. Right here. Okay, this one's a little thin. This one's definitely a paper bag. So, let's see. Okay, get off. Okay, this is ripping. Stupid, but whatever. Okay. White Horse Black Knights. This is the God-Kissed Bride Book 1. I heard a couple people talking about this on the bookish community, and so I instantly bought it, and I don't even know what it's about. So let's find out what this book is about together, okay? Okay. We still worship the sleeping fae, though their magic only remains within a few of us. Locked away for 10 years, Sabine Darrow's only friends are animals she communicates with using magic. Now sold as a bride to a villainous High Lord, her greatest fear is trading one prison for another, but a potential escape lies in the form of her gruff yet achingly handsome guard, whose loyalty she is determined to break. A huntsman with heightened senses, Bastin Wolf Bowborn, has more important things to do than transport his master's new bride. With ancient creatures reawakening along the kingdom's border wall, he is torn between his duty and his desire to investigate until a forbidden attraction becomes an unyielding obsession. Welcome to Esteganin, a kingdom of cruel games and corrupted courts, where the only thing more dangerous than the secret slumbering underground is falling for the one person you can't have. Okay, that actually, yeah, that sounds really good. Is it gonna be like a love triangle, or is the High Lord not involved at all, basically? Huh, I don't know. I guess we'll find out if it is or it isn't. So, that is book 2 on the TBR from the spinner wheel / blindly choose. So we have 3 more picks to do. So let's do our 3rd pick. Whoa. Let's do our 3rd pick. Book number 8. Okay. Another small-ish one, so that's, you know, kind of a sleigh. Where the fuck? What is this? Oh, Avalon Tower. Okay. This one is like a spy book. I'm pretty sure it's like Fae spy book. So, Avalon Tower by C.N. Crawford and Alex Rivers. Oh, that's by 2 people. Okay, let's read the back of this one. Okay, Avalon Tower. I spent 5 years saving up for a European vacation, but instead of getting to drink champagne on the beach, I've been swept up in the secret war between the humans and the Fae. It turns out I have a magic power needed to fight a Fae king, and I'm quickly whisked off to an elite spy academy set in a castle. There, in the ancient and Gothic halls of Camelot, snobbery is as much as a tradition as the veneration of Merlin and Arthur. As if I didn't have enough trouble, my new mentor is Raphael Lancelot, a maddeningly sexy demi-fae who already ruined my life once, but I have to push his distracting allure out of my mind to focus on our mission. We're going into the fae realm together. If we get captured, we'll die horrific deaths, and humanity doesn't stand a chance. Huh. But I've heard that this one's really good. They pop up on my, on my Instagram and on my Facebook, all the time. I see their videos all the time. So this sounds really good, and I think I've seen a couple people talk about it that I follow, but really not that many. But I did see one, and that's kind of what made me just, go for it and buy for it. But the print is quite large as well, so that's really nice. And she's a quite good flop, so that is book 3 of our picks. So let us do pick 4. Okay, another kind of thin one. Ooh, this one feels like a floppy. Alright, let's see. Okay, I need this group chat to shut up. I need this. Oh, I know this. I could recognize this blue book anywhere. Get off, gosh. Okay, anyway, A Torch Against the Night by Sabat Tahir. This is book 2 in the Ember Quartet. I've been dying to get to this, and I knew that I had put it in here in the wrapped ones, so I'm glad that I finally got it because I've been dying, and I have it on my Kindle because I did, in fact, use my credits to buy it on my Kindle. Let's just not talk about it, but like I said, I had credits, so it was basically free. Girl math. Anyway, I don't know if I want to read the synopsis of this because it is book 2 in a series. So I don't want to spoil anything for book 1, but book 1 is really, 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 really good. We are following 2 point of views in the first one. I've heard that we get more in this one, so that's kind of a slay. Book 1, we follow 2 people, which is Elias and, sorry the sun's being kind of wacko, Elias and Leia. I say Leia. I've heard other people say it differently, but I say Leia and Elias. So, you follow these 2 very different point of views. Elias is the son of, the headmaster of this really brutal school that trains to be, I'm pretty sure they're called Mask or something like that. I don't remember. I read the first one a minute ago. And then Leia is a spy for the Resistance, and she is sent in to be a slave for the headmaster, and she's very cruel. They don't think that she's going to survive her because she is literally crazy and has killed lots and lots of slaves. So yeah, so that's basically what you're doing. You're following 2 very different people. Elias does not want to be a part of this academy and he doesn't want to be a Mask. He does not want that. He wants to run away, but running away means basically death. So this picks up right where we left off in book 1. So I'm quite excited for this. Like I said, I do have this on my Kindle, so that is really nice. So I'll be able to flip back and forth between the physical and the Kindle version, which obviously, like I said, is very nice because right now, like I said, I'm in the middle of Alchemized, and I cannot read that one really in bed because it's not on Kindle, and I'm definitely not buying that one for Kindle. So that one is like my daytime book, and then whatever else I read and it's on Kindle will be my nighttime read, basically. So that is pick 4. So let's do our last and final pick. The sun is being wacko. So let's get this over with so that the sun can stop doing whatever it's doing. Okay, 1. Okay. Oh, this is kind of a biggie. Feels like a paperback though. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because we already have. I seen to the cover. I know exactly what it is. You will know too. Diary-bound by Sable Sorensen. So I, in fact, bought this copy before she got traditionally published, but I also did, in fact, buy the new one because this one, the flap is immaculate on this book. That this one does not. This one does not. This one does not. So I don't know if there's any difference between the two, if I want to be completely honest. Like, I don't know if there's, this one's a little bit more purple, but I don't know if there's anything different, say, like, content-wise. I don't know if anything got cut or anything like that, but we are going to read the back of the new one, the traditionally published one, because that's the one that I will most likely be reading just because of the flap is elite. Okay, let's read the back of Diary-bound. Only the worthy survive the bonding trials. She'll risk her life and her heart to be one of them. Marin Cooper has always hated the bonded, elite warriors who form mental links with the massive, vicious direwolves they ride. The bonded live in luxury while Marin struggles to keep her family out of poverty. And when her little sister Sayla is kidnapped, stolen across the border by the immortal monsters her country has spent centuries fighting, Marin's world falls apart. I feel like I'm not saying her name right, but it's a hard name. Desperate to cross the front and save her sister, Marin enlists in the army and is thrown into the deadly bonding trials where any mistake will cost her life. Now, Marin must survive 4 months of training at the castle. She is bound to a feral direwolf who refuses to communicate. The other trainees would love to spill her common blood, and her cold and beautiful instructor, Stark Theron, is eager to punish any weakness. Everything is a competition and everyone is out to get her. Everyone except the dangerously handsome crown prince, whose attention adds another target to her back. In the castle, every smile hides a knife and the halls hide dark secrets. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this actually. Especially since it's direwolves. When I think of direwolves, I think of Game of Thrones, and when I think of Game of Thrones, I think of snow, cold. So, cold months is when I'm most likely going to read this, and here we are, November, we're getting cold. I'm excited. I absolutely am here for this TBR. So let's do a quick little recap. The first book on the TBR for November is Taurus Season by Bryn Weaver. This is my mom, my aunt, and I's buddy read for the month. That is our redemption for last month. Then we have my favorite book club pick, which is On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin. So come join us. I will have that linked down in the description. You can come and read it with us. Then we have Never Keep by the Twisted Sisters. This is book 1 in their newer series. Then we have White Horse Black Knight by Evie, I don't know how to say the last name, I'm so sorry. Then we got Avalon Tower by C.M. Crawford and Alex Rivers. So this is a duo author as well as like Zodiac Academy and Never Keep. So that's kind of a sleigh. Then we have A Torch Against the Night by Sabata here. This is the second book in the Ember Quartet. And then we have Diary-bound by Sable Sorensen. So that is our TBR for the month. It is a great TBR. It is a little scary considering these are a lot. Plus it is a lot of fantasy, love books, and especially since I did start Alchemized, so, and I did want to finish Alchemized by the end of October, but clearly that didn't happen, so yeah, it's okay. So this is what we're looking like. We only have 5 left for next month. So like I said, leave me some ideas down in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Wish me luck on this amazing but scary, wonderful, long TBR. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!